Hello, YouTube. I previously recorded what this video was going to be, but it was getting too long. And I don't like watching videos that are too long if they're not interesting enough. So, I figured I'd just shorten it to my college experience as far as making friends. So, what I will tell you is I made great friends with my roommates. Thank God for freaking roommates, because otherwise I would be alone. And 50% of that is my fault, because I am not outgoing. And that is, I wouldn't say shyness, because I'm not exactly shy. I just don't like rejection. And it's not even that I care if you don't like me or if we're not friends. But I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like there's no reason why you shouldn't be my friend. Like, there's no reason why we can't be friends. And I feel like it's hard for me to process not having you as a friend or something. So, for me, I don't even put myself out there because, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. I just don't even put myself out there, pretty much. So it's hard to make friends when you're not outgoing and when you don't talk to people. Now, one thing I will say is I'm not completely reserved to the point where, like, if you say something funny, like, I won't laugh or I mean mug. Like, no, I don't do any of that. But, like, I'll comment on the stuff that you say, or, like, if we sit next to each other and you need to borrow something or something, I'll do that. Like, I'm that person. That's my way in. But if we don't take it from there, like, if you don't seem interested in conversation or hanging out, I'm not going to extend that hand and keep pushing it. Like, I'm not going to text you all the time and say, let's hang out. Oh, no, okay, maybe next time, text you again. I'm not that kind of person. It goes both ways, and I'm not going to go further than you're traveling. So that may be why it doesn't work for me. I don't feel like I should give the extra effort. So it's hard to make friends. With that being said, when you go to college, outgoing people will make it, and they will make a lot of friends. The outgoing people and the thoughts and the athletes, they are the ones that make the friends, and the people that join the clubs. And then there's me. I didn't join any clubs. I don't do any sports, and I'm not a thought. So there goes my friends list. Also, people, and see, it depends on what school you go to, too. This might end up being a long video anyway. It depends on what school you go to, because I went to a private school, and a private, expensive-ass school, and there's a lot of preppy kids that are found in private schools, and they are not open-minded, and they are not diverse. I can tell you that. They are not. And it's not all of their fault. Most of them come from rich towns, from rich families, from places where all they see is people like them. So when they come to a place like my city, and they all meet at a school like mine, and then go travel the city, they're very confused as to what's going on. Because my city's pretty diverse. And I went to a I wouldn't say predominantly, but it was a lot of white kids in my school, a lot of privileged white kids. And when they come to a place like my city, it's different for them. So I don't want to say they look down on it, but they kind of like bashed it a little bit, like, oh, like, I don't know, their vibe that they gave off, I wasn't feeling it. And so that's another reason why I didn't make friends, the fakeness. Like, you're not going to come here and try to play me because I don't have as much money as you, or I'm not as sophisticated, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm me. That's all I'm gonna be. So you can take it or leave it, and I'm cool with whatever you choose. Like, it doesn't bother me. And then another thing, like, the diversity thing. Like, I like diversity. That's why I didn't go to a HBCU. Like, I want to be around different people. But at my school, it seemed like it was diverse for no freaking reason, because there was no mixing and mingling going on. Like, all the black kids hung out together, all the white kids hung out together, Every once in a while, you'd see like an Asian or Indian kid in a group with white people, but you never saw an Asian or Indian person in a group with black people. And that was like strange to me because we're all in the same environment. And I think that that was the social class difference. I really do. And I would say my friend group was the most diverse. Like, the little bit of friends that I had, which I'm appreciative of, we were the most diverse. Like, my room alone was probably the most diverse. Like, there was me, who's black, if you couldn't tell, and well, my one roommate who's my best friend, Abigail, and then my other roommate who's my friend too, Melody, and she's Chinese. Abigail's white and Melody's Chinese. And I'm black. And like, we are a melting pot in this small little cubicle room. And it worked fine. So I was confused. Like, why isn't this working for everyone else? Like, so, I mean, that's fine. I can't really bash them for what they're used to or not stepping outside of their comfort zone. But it just was creepy to me. How are we going to be friends? And then it discouraged me on putting myself out there to make friends, to even try, because I don't want, like, I've always had that fear of people looking at me and putting a label on me instead of just figuring me out on their own by our interaction. So that was hard for me, and I didn't make as many friends as I probably could have on my part and on the environment of the school's part. So that was weird. And then you had, you're gonna meet a lot of fake people in college, and I avoided that because I'm not one of those people that can fake the funk. Like, you're not gonna be fake with me and expect us to still be cool. Like, no. Once I pick up on your fakeness, it's high and bye from there. So, you pick up on a lot of that at college. My school had a lot of, I party with you, and then I don't speak to you during the day when I see you going to class type of people. I'm not with that. Like, if I have a good time with you, we're cool. Like,